Hello, my name is Siney Augustine and this is my data overview for Henry County High School for the ITech 7305 Data Analysis and School Improvement course. The purpose of this overview is to review demographic and student achievement data for Henry County High School based on the EOCT milestone data from 2013 to 2016. The purpose is also to create a data overview including the major strengths and weaknesses. And in the future, the data will be used for student and school improvement as well as for decision making, and also the information from the data analysis will be shared with the school administrators and faculty. Henry County High School has a migrant transient student population. We at Henry County High School take care of our incoming migrant transient student population by coordinating and integrating parent involvement programs and activities with our community partners. We also have a full-time parent involvement paraprofessional who conducts other activities that encourage and support more parental involvement. In addition to those services, we have our counselors who meet with the incoming students and their parent guardian regarding their special needs. And in case if we find any special needs, we contact then the school social worker. And also to take care of the academic needs, we have after school tutoring based on the need. So here is the graphical representation of our student population by race or ethnicity from 2013 through 2016. The demographic data indicates there was an increase in student population over the years from 13 to 16, from 1012 to 1062. This increase was mainly contributed by our Hispanic Latino students as well as Black African American students, and also slightly contributed by the white students. And on the contrary, we can see there was a slight decrease in the student numbers for Asian and other multiracial student population. Here is the graphical representation for our milestone math EOCT data for the last 3 years for all regular education students as well as for the students with special needs. So looking at the data, it's clearly seen that the math EOCT results in the year 2013 greatly differed from the math milestone data from the next 2 years. I believe that huge difference was contributed mainly by the change in the math curriculum from coordinate algebra and analytical geometry from Math 1 and Math 2. And 2013 was the first group of students tested with the new curriculum. There was also a huge difference in the scores between our regular ed students and special needs students, though the trend remained the same. Here is the graphical representation for all our regular students versus special needs students in the area of English language arts. And looking at the data, it's very clear there was a decrease in the scores for both 9th grade and 10th grade language arts with the change from EOCT to milestone. The students with special needs on the same trend as well except for the 10th grade, where the results reduced in the second year. Again, the scores were increased to 42% from the previous score of 16%. And here is the EOCT milestone data for all our regular student versus students with disabilities in science. In science, we test our students in physical science and biology. And looking at the data, it's very clear that there was a huge decrease in the scores when the testing was changed from milestone from the old EOCT. The same trend existed in the special need population as well. So comparing physical science and biology, biology has the highest concern. And here is a graphical representation of our EOCT milestone data for all our students versus students with disabilities in social studies. In social studies, we test our students in US history as well as in economics. As we can see from the data in US history, the results were slightly decreased as the test changed from EOCT to milestone. And the trend was slightly different in economics. There was a slight increase in the score from 2013 EOCT to 2014 milestone. And there again was a reverse in the trend in 2015. For US history, the scores were slightly increased, almost by 8%, whereas in economics, from 2014 to 15, the scores were decreased by 6%. So the same pattern was observed also for students with special needs as well. And also I could accumulate the data from CCRPI for Henry County High Schools. The most recent data obtained was from 2015 CCRPI performance report. A comparison of the performance between Henry County High School, Henry County, and state we can see in the graphical representation. So looking at the college readiness index from CCRPI and looking at the scores for Henry County High School, Henry County, and state, we can clearly see the percentage of high school graduates who are college ready for Henry County. There was a decrease from 46.5 to 32.3% from 2014 to 2015, whereas in Henry County, the percentage was reduced, and the same slightly at the state level. It was little increased at the state level comparing to the Henry County High School and Henry County student reports. And also looking at the accelerated courses, comparing the last 2 years student enrollment data. At all levels, Henry County High, Henry County as well as at the state level, the enrollment rate for the accelerated courses were reduced. And here is a representation of the 4-year graduation rate from the CCRPI index scores. And here is where Henry County High School is proud about. From 2013 to 2015, the graduation rates were increased, though in 2015 there was a slight decrease. The same trend was observed in Henry County as well as at the state level. Summing up all the information obtained from the CCRPI index score, I could say Henry County High School's overall performance is higher than 47% of schools in the state and is similar to its district. Henry County students' academic growth is higher than 68% of schools in the state and higher than its district. And also at Henry County High School, the 4-year graduation rate is 84.2 at 2015, which is even higher than 51% of high schools in the state and similar to its districts. And also 32.3% of graduates are college ready. As evidenced from the data, some of the weaknesses that I can point out with our current existing practices. Firstly, we need to continue to work to raise the achievement levels of all our students, but specifically for our special education and level 1 students in all core areas. As we have witnessed, there was a huge difference in the test scores. And secondly, the focus should be in science, mathematics, and literacy. As evidenced from the data, the lowest EOCD scores are in science and mathematics. However, research shows that reading comprehension is a major contributing factor in student success in science and social studies as well as in English. So that needs to be a focus as well. And analyzing the data, some of the strengths that I feel we have at Henry County High School. Number one, in our building, we collaboratively work. We have a highly qualified staff who ensure to provide a learning environment that challenges students and works to empower students to take responsibility for their learning. And number two, the staff uses the state curriculum, standard-based practices, and formative assessments to guide instruction and assist all students in meeting state standards. And also, one of the strengths that we have at our school is that we use various interventions for struggling students to meet their academic and emotional as well as their social needs. And also the right interventions are provided based on the ongoing review of both qualitative and quantitative data. And in conclusion, I believe the root cause of our students' lack of achievement is the difficulty our students have with informational processing skills, particularly those requiring higher order thinking skills. Developing a mindset of academic responsibility among our students, along with motivating and engaging them, continues to be a challenge for our faculty and staff. Improving the use of technology across all content areas might enhance student engagement and improve the academic achievement of our 21st century learners. Working to meet these goals, especially these individual needs of all our learners through differentiation, must be a targeted focus as well. I would like to leave this presentation with these discussion questions. Number one, what can we do collaboratively to overcome the existing weakness? Number two, how differently can we use the data to overcome the weakness that we have? And lastly, do we all realize and fully understand the role of effective use of data to drive the teaching learning process? Thank you.